Good evening, YouTube. Thanks for joining me on this fine, relaxing evening. I want to impart this piece of wisdom that's been on my heart. It's an old cliche. We've all heard it before. The grass is greener on the other side. Well, here are my thoughts about that. It's not that the grass is greener necessarily. It's that the grass is being maintained on the other side. See, the thing that we fail to realize about grass is often when you see a very well manicured lawn, somebody's taking care of that. Somebody's putting in some hard work. They're watering, they're weeding, they're out there on their knees plucking out weeds, they're edging. They might even be applying some type of chemical process that helps their grass maintain this lustrous look. In other words, it's some work going on behind the scenes to make that, or to keep that lawn manicured in such a way that the neighbors are envious. So when you look at somebody else's situation and you think it might be better than yours, or you might find yourself becoming envious of what others have, what they've done, accomplishments that they've achieved, or just their overall life. They may be married, they have kids, they stay in a home with a white picket fence, they seemingly have good jobs, they have nice cars, they have well-behaved children. If all of this is true and it's not just a facade, it's some work being put in. So you better be prepared to put in that same amount of work, or if not more, to maintain that lawn if that's what you wish to achieve. That's what I mean by when you look at somebody and you think the grass is greener, it's work being put in. Things don't just keep, very few things in life are able to maintain themselves in such a way that they appear very well manicured, very well taken care of. That is somebody's doing, that is somebody's work. So I just want to leave you with that. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it if you're not ready to put in the sweat. Because that's often what it requires. Well manicured lawns require maintenance. I learned that when I became a homeowner, and I wanted my grass to look like, not necessarily my neighbors, because their grass, most of my neighbors' grass looks pretty average, but I have an ideal of what I wanted my lawn to look like. And I was often recommended a litany of products that I ran out and bought, all in hopes of getting my lawn to look like this idea that I had in my head of somebody's home who I had seen. But when I was informed of all the steps that would entail, like it takes more than just cutting the grass or putting some fertilizer down and or watering the grass. When you remember, it's consistency. You have to water the grass every day, especially in the summer, if you want it to look good. And I'll be honest, y'all, sometimes I just don't remember to water my grass. I just don't, because I'm new to the whole home ownership, and okay, this will be 7 years, so it's not new at this point, but it was like, water the grass. I would like totally forget. Those are things I didn't have to do beforehand as a renter. The landlord took care of that. And now, and then I didn't stay places previously to my owning a home in my adult life. I always lived in apartments and or a townhouse, so I didn't have much of a grassy area. So that's another reason why sometimes it's just hard for me to remember. Another thing is, as a homeowner, watering the grass every day makes your water bill go up. So sometimes even when I would remember, I just would skip a day just on GP. Like I'm tired of having these high ass water bills in the summertime. Like if it ain't one thing, it's another. It's a high electric bill and heat bill in the winter. Now it's a high water bill in the summer. In other words, there's a cost for everything. Just keep all this in mind when you admire somebody else's lawn. And it's nothing wrong with admiring somebody's the fruits of their hard labor. Nothing wrong at all. I think that's what a lot of people, I would hope a lot of people do accomplish great things and in their life for simply themselves or for the betterment of the human race, but some people do things simply because they enjoy the praise of others. Whatever floats your boat. But so it's nothing wrong with admiring and praising somebody else's hard work, but at the same time, you don't want to make that a term that is used a lot now as your goals. Your goals should be your own goals. You set them. Then that way it feels better when you reach them. So don't make somebody else's lawn your goal. Trust me. You don't know what they're doing behind the scenes to get their grass to look like that. You probably don't want to know. Probably would disturb you. Thanks for listening.